Welcome back to the classroom on the web. Um, Now we're about to do drawing number CAD201-30. You'll find it on page 445 of your text. First thing you'll notice, by the way, it's a little harder drawing, is that it's a metric drawing. So when you get to this point, pick metric, standard millimeter.ipt, and hit create. Okay, and then we will do a 2D sketch. And in metric, I always like to hit the home first because it loves to rotate. Now, taking a look at this drawing, there's an angle in there. There's a 60-degree angle. And so how are we going to go about? Remember, we're going to add before we subtract. We're going to do that. I haven't chose yet. I'll probably pick this one. Okay. And looking at the sides, we're trying to see, it looks like they go back 80. They're 60 degrees apart. And we're looking for a width dimension. I think we've got one. We have a 35 there. Is that 35? Yeah. It looks like it, but it also looks, oh, it's 17 and a half. That's good. Okay, now the question is the part. Well, let me just sketch this out like I want to. And so we would go from here so far to here, out, maybe at that angle. How would we? It looks like this part going across is into it. And something like this. Okay. Now, that doesn't look really good, but on the other hand, there's a shoulder in the back. And if it went straight down, that would be easy to do. I am looking for anything that would help us. We don't always choose the easy ones, or I don't. I like to be challenged. And I do know on the back side it's 80. The overall width, is showing 35 back there. I don't believe it to be 35. So I'm looking for other dimensions. We have a depth from the back. So let's just throw some dimensions on that we know from back here to here. Well, that's going to be a problem, so let's just take a look at that for right now. Also, again, looking for that shoulder. We know that the bottom is 14 wide. No, 14 high, coming from the bottom, 15. 4 places, 10 at 2, 6. Okay. This is really, really odd. So let's dimension this. I'll right click, pick a line, and we need to make that 80. And same thing here. Well, 80. Let's take a look. Yeah, sometimes they do this, so we would just have to take that out. Got to get out of the command, and we'll do that. You don't know how these are going to go. I guess we'll zoom in, click that, and delete. Um, then we are going to dimension from here to here. Um, that is telling us that we are at 60 degrees. So that'll open that up. Not a problem, not a problem. Now the back here, this is the part I had problem with. Um, we easily can see 35 in that. It's really just not a problem. So, and also from here to there, that's going to be 35. We're going to move it over. We're going to match it. Okay. Now, with that being said, let us, the depth on there is 15. Let's make it 15. Okay. From here to here, looking at those widths, we are looking at 15 also. Okay, so we're starting to get a shape here. Now I want to throw a, from here to here, I want to throw an angle in there. And the reason being, we've got to shift it. It's not 30 degrees on each side. We could go 90 plus 30, that would be 120. And that makes our angles correct. Okay, now I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to come over, and I'll make that say 15. Yep, and then I'm going to come up here, and notice this dotted line coming over to the right, and also my angle. I want it to be 90, yeah. And so we'll hit enter. Now I'm going to see if I can extend that over. Whoops, it went too far, and then I'll go with that. And then I'll come by and I'll trim those two up. Okay, so it looks like we have the top part. They're 15. Oh, I'm just really, really frustrated because you can see that there is a fillet in there, and I'm looking, all fillets and rounds are 3. Okay, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So if we were to make that 3 and 3, that'd be 6. I'd feel more comfortable if we'd come over here and make it 41. It helped to type the right ones in, and that would give us 3 on that. And also from here to here, whoops, that has to be 41 also. Okay, now also let's just come in here. I think we have 120. That's good. We got 15 here, and so here's what I'd like to do is go from here to here, and that is 90. Okay, from here to here, and that's 90 also. Okay, so that sort of is working in our favor here. I now want to finish this sketch. Okay. And at this point, I want to extrude it. So, yeah, I picked that. Why I had picked, I don't know. Now, what I'd like to do, we notice that the height of the smaller part, that's going to be 20. So, that's what we'll do. We'll type in 20, and we'll hit OK. Awesome. We're doing great. Now, I'm going to sort of take this, roll this on the bottom side, and I want to do a 2D sketch on that bottom side right there. Okay. Now, I want to come in, and I'm working on that bottom part. So from here to here to here to here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but what does count is that from here to here, that needs to be 40. So I'm going to type in 40. And okay, that's good. Now I'm going to finish that sketch. And so I'm going to extrude it. But I want to go the other way. But if you look at it, it's only 8 millimeters high. And let's take a look. I'm going to rotate that. Oh yeah, it looks good. Hit OK. And so we'll go to home. Whoops, it did a cut on me. We don't want to do that. So I want to flip it the other way. Make sure that I'm adding, not cutting. And so therefore, we now have that little step in that area. So it's looking pretty good. So now I'm going to do a sketch from right here. There we go. We'll do a rectangle. Not going to go all the way out, but I will come all the way here, something like that. Now, from here to here, if you remember, we about did it was 35. And then from the corner here to the corner here, it should be 3. And the other side will be 3 also. Now we're going to finish that sketch. We're going to extrude that part up. And let's take a look. It looks, well, do we know? I don't see this. Let's go up, say 10. Is that right? I'm debating here. We got to come down 15 to center a circle. Let's go up 20. And then hit OK. It looks good through here. Okay. Now we can start subtracting, if you will. And again, let's start right here, if you will. And we'll put a point in there. And it's probably going to go in the middle. And is there a dimension? Looks like a diameter of 22. Okay, and in the middle. So we'll put it right there. And we'll dimension that. From here, we're just going to go 20. We'll finish that sketch, and we're going to put a hole in there. And it's 22 is the diameter. And right there it is. Looks really good. Now, our next one, I don't like it, that line is there. So next, we'll come right over here. We're going to put a point in here, like that. And then we're going to dimension it. And side to side, we're looking at 17.5. It's half the 35. And from the top, it's coming down 14 millimeters. And then we'll finish that sketch, and then we're going to put a hole in that. Now, looking at that hole, it's a diameter of 12. And then we will hit OK. Looking good, looking good. Okay. Now, next we have the sides to do. And so we'll just do the same thing here. Okay. And next we got points that we're going to put in. We'll put a point in there, maybe there. And notice that the other one, it's a little bit larger, so we don't want to do it. So we're looking at that. So it's 14 from the bottom. that. And next, we will locate it from the front to the first one. And so as we go in there, looking at that dimension, it is 28 plus 12, so that's going to be 40. And then from that one to the next one, that would be 25. Okay, we'll finish that sketch. Of course, we're going to go to holes. It's got both of them. The diameter to these holes is going to be 5. And we don't want through all because it takes all the way across there. So we really do want it through all. But we'll just pick to the next side. And so we'll pick that one. That's good. And then we'll hit OK. Okay, next we're going to start another 2D sketch. Same side right here. Going to put a point in there. And if we look down, it looks a little closer like that. And then we'll dimension it. And we notice, first of all, from this side here on over, that was 12. Okay, and from the bottom, it is 10. Okay, and from that, we'll go to Finish Sketch. We'll go to Hole. Okay, now the diameter of these holes are 10. Okay, and then we will come in here and go 2, and then we will it appears to me to be froze up, so I'm going to cancel. Let's just see what will happen. Go to Hole again, select that 10. That part's good. And so now we'll roll it over to here. It ain't going to work. So next we'll come in here and go through all, and we'll hit OK. Now, that one missed, so that was OK. Now, coming up here, let's see what else we can do. How about mirror? Okay, features. I'm going to pick those and that. And now the mirror line, I'm thinking, okay, we'll pick that. And let's try it again. Mirror. I am doing things at all kinds of angles here. And let me try that circle. That didn't work either. Okay. I'm sure we can do this, so I'm going to try again. Got to be patient while you're doing this job. And then when you come over, I'm wondering, can I'm okay with selecting that. It's just when I right-click, I should go to How To. Nope, don't want to do that. Okay. I guess the other thing is, see if I was to pick that and then pick that. It's not going to work, so I'll cancel that. And I guess I will do it the old-fashioned way, which means I'll come back here and 2D sketch. Yeah, I forget. The old software back in the old days, you didn't have to double-click that. Once was enough. Okay, so now I'm going to watch and pick a look at. It's right there. And I really want to rotate it, but that's okay. That is okay. So now, there. And I am going to put a point down here. And then I'm going to dimension it. If you remember, it's going to be 12. And then from the bottom, it was 10. We'll finish that sketch, and then we're going to put a hole in it. Obviously, there it is. It is a diameter of 10 through all, and that's good. So when you look at it, whoa, looks really good. Now we'll just sort of come back around here. We'll start 2D sketch. We're going to put the other two in. Remember, we come up here with the points, and then we'll dimension, and we're going to go from here over, and if you remember, it was 28 plus 12, so that dimension is 40, and then from here to here, it says 25, and then from the bottom on up, that dimension appeared to be 14. That probably moved that up also. Nope, didn't, but it's close. 14. Okay, now we'll finish the sketch and we'll put holes in. And obviously, we're going to go there. We're going to go there. I think those were 5. And instead of through all, we're just going to go 2. And, yep, that side, okay. And there we go. So looking at that, we've added everything. We've taken away everything. And now we're going to put some fillets in. The first ones on the front have a radius of 10. So let's get the big ones first. And so we'll go here and here. And we will apply them. Looks good. Now, all the rest of them, looking for the notes, all fillets and rounds are 3. Okay, and looking at that, this is a fillet, this one is, so is back here, here, and here. We got those. Also coming up there and there. Those are fillets. Nothing on the outside is, but now that one is, that one is, this one is here. Nope, 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 nope. That one is not. Okay. Now, let that serve you. Don't pick too many before you do it. So here's the next thing. Let's get this in first before we mess up anything else, like I just did. Okay. We'll get those 5, and then we'll hit apply. And then while we're still there, we can move up to here and to here. We can apply them. That way we won't lose them. We can pick the 2 tops here, apply them, and then let's get this one, and this one. Apply them. Okay. I believe we've got it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the part. We've got that. So let's pick a color, and you can pick your own, really. And I'm thinking I like polished chrome. Ooh, that looks really good. At this point, make sure you come up here, you save it as, our last one was 29, so this one's going to be 30. And then we'll hit save, and it'll pop up here in just a second. Awesome. Okay, that'll finish it for here. Next video, I'll show you how to dimension it.